Hi, I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I apologize if my focus is off. I'm actually looking at my YouTube myself, and I'm not used to doing that. Gosh, I need to have my hair this way. Or not, I don't know. Um, One of the things that I know I haven't really talked about is, hey Bean! My cat. Um, and a lot of places, like apartments, don't allow you to have pets. So, you may be wondering how I got around that rule. And the truth is, she is a therapy cat. Um, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety um, back in 2008. And something we noticed when I was no longer in college anymore, but still having a difficult time, was that I was better around the cats we had at my mom's, who were Zoe, Tiffany, and Callie. Um, Unfortunately, at the place I ended up living next, they didn't allow pets. I did not know my rights back then. Did not know that I could have had a pet. Um, and so when I moved to my apartment, there was kind of a lot of back and forth. Not so much on the end of, like, having a pet. I had a doctor's note way before I even moved saying, please allow Renee to have a therapy cat as it helps with her depression and anxiety. And so I think I had that note in like 2014 or so. And I moved to my apartment in 2017. But part of it was a financial issue. Due to the way things were, I didn't work until the fall. And then I was kind of getting paid minimally and, other things needed to get done. I have a different job now, paid better now. And just so happens that the old stimulus packages kind of helped. It gave that boost to my finances that I needed to. I was able to set aside money per month to be able to, afford the general expenses, food and stuff. It was that initial fee of being able to afford the adoption that was the problem. But, got my apartment cleaned up and everything working. Sorry, she's playing with her mouse. I know that was a frog ribbiting, but she hit the frog while she was playing with her mouse. So I scheduled an appointment. I don't know if this is the case right now, but at the shelter at the time, you had to basically call ahead and schedule an appointment. And I think you only got like 20 minutes or something. And I think I saw 4 cats that day. The first one seemed a bit skittish. The second one was more interested in toys, and I really needed a cat that was going to more cuddle with me. The third cat, he was a male cat, and he was in the running. But then met Alani, and that was kind of game over. So on August 2nd, 2020, I became a cat mom to Alani. I went in there wanting the name Braylee, because Braylee means hope, but then I found out what Alani means, and Alani means rock. So, hi honey, do you want to come here? I'm talking about you. She's in her little tunnel right now. I'm not going to pull her out if she doesn't want to come out, but she has just been so helpful to me, honest to God. Before my mental health worker ended up moving, she said, and my therapist says this too, the difference between Renee before Alani and Renee after Alani, come here, is significant. Isn't that right, Bean? Hi. Look at the camera. Okay, I let you go. I just wanted you to see her quick. She kind of has her own way with things. Although you've been hearing her in the background with her scratching post and her froggy and just her playing in general. And especially when I was working in the restaurant industry. I say restaurant because I still work in customer service. You can see her in the back there. I still work in customer service, but when I was working in fast food, I would be very, very stressed out. I tended to work in the evenings because I was able to get a ride home. And I would come home and I would just be so stressed out. And a lot of times if I was coming home, 10, 11 o'clock at night, I have a window facing the outside. And basically that window, she would be sitting on the dresser waiting for me. And she would come to the door. I actually have video on my wife's camera of her, she's laying asleep in the chair, this chair right here, that I used to use for stories. And she would just pop up and then run and, yes, I'm talking about you. Come here. She's being a little camera shy. But, yeah. And as long as I'm on here, Alani is in the running for America's favorite cat. So if I'm able to, I will leave the link below so you can vote for her. They are narrowing down to the top 10, and she is currently in 5th place, I believe. And it would be really cool because I don't want the money for myself so much. One of the things I'm doing with my tax return this year, she does need a tooth over here pulled. So that's probably what I would do with the money if we were to win, would be to do that for her and just set stuff aside and for any vet bills that may come up. She does have pet insurance, but you never know. So just various expenses. So having that money would be great, especially after how much she has really helped me. I mean, honest, she's been a lifesaver. She has. And even though my job isn't as stressful now, there are still days when I come home and I'm just, exhausted and don't want to do anything. And she's there. And she's wonderful. So, thanks for listening. If you guys ever want to hear more about Alani, I can tell you what I can. For example, I don't know when her birthday is. When we went to the vet last year, they said she was 3, but I also know that when I went to the shelter to pick her out, they thought she was probably a year and a half at that time. So, in my opinion, she turned 3 on Valentine's Day. I went back half a year, and that was February, so I just could have said Valentine's Day, so it was Valentine's Day. So, I'm rambling. Hopefully I'll have some video up of me reading soon. I'll probably end up using this chair right here because she has claimed that other chair. So, bye y'all.